For this Dollar Tree Tumbling Tower Block DIY hack, we're going to use 56 blocks. And we're going to make, it could be a couple different things. So you could use it as like a little crate. You could use this as a lantern, whatever you honestly want, just a piece of decor. So what I'm going to start doing is gluing 2 pieces together 2 times, and then I'm going to add a block on either side so I make a rectangle. Do you see how I'm doing that there? I used to use tacky glue and hot glue when I made these for the videos, but since I'm just making them for videos, I'm okay with just using the hot glue. So I actually made 8 of those. So now we've got 8 of those, and then I'm going to take another block and put it alongside this along the long side of 2 of them and put them in the middle with a separation between. It's easier to just look at this one. It's very hard to describe it. So I kind of split the middle between the seams on the other pieces that I made. I'm going to do that to all of them. Now there's going to be 4 pieces put together, and I'm going to attach them to each other to make like a box shape. We'll put them on the inside of the other ones because that way we've got a perfect square. Now I'm going to take my Waverly Antique White Wax and I'm going to go over it. That way you can still see the wood grain, and it's just a really soft, nice color. I like it. You also could have left this regular, just, you know, natural wood. Isn't that pretty though? And then I'm going to cut a sunflower, cut the stem off, and I'm going to hot glue it to that kind of center portion on each of the 4 sides. So right there. And do the same thing all the way around. And this is where you could use it as like a lantern by putting a candle or a light in there, or you could put a faux light in there. And I'm just going to add some leaves to the back side of those sunflowers because I want them to peek through. I just thought that was really pretty. It kind of made it look a little more finished and complete, in my opinion. If I just left the sunflowers, it was definitely pretty, but I think adding the leaves just gave it a little bit more of that dimension and depth. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to do that with all 4 of those sunflowers. And there they are. I think they look much better now with the leaves on there. I really do. Now I've got this jar that I had done some etched glass on in the past, and I'm going to put my fairy lights that I get from Amazon. You can always find those down in my Amazon store in the description box below. That's the best deal on fairy lights I've ever found, and they come with batteries. You cannot beat that. So I'm going to put those in there, and I'm going to turn this into a little lantern. But I am going to add like a pine cone over the top that doesn't fall all the way in, just because that gives it a little more height. And I just think that looks so pretty. You don't have to do that. You could put whatever you want in the center, or you could just leave it as it is without anything in the middle. It's just a really pretty piece. You could put a tall vase in there too. Whatever you want. Let me know what you think of this one.